why do every time I see myself on camera, I just get super like just in my head about everything. God damn. But what's good, y'all? Welcome to the MAZIST, where mythos meets methods and methods solve mysteries. I'm your host, Christopher, and today, be of the way, not in the way. Now, what do I mean by that, right? What does it mean to be of the way? I think to break that down, I need to break that down what I mean by the way. There's there's a lot of ways in the world. It's a particular path to get something done, to go somewhere, to get somewhere. The way, right? I think we all start out in life with a vision. We have an original vision, right? The vision in this treatise is the destination. You feel me? The way is, let's say, the knowledge that a North Star gets you to that destination. Now, in this case, the North Star is a symbol which anchors the navigation. Sometimes it's a compass, sometimes it's a map, but the knowledge that that symbol gets you to where you need to go, the vision, the destination, that is the way. Right. I think we have to find our North Stars in life and realize that not everybody wants to go where you need to be. I think like we are all sold this idea of where we want to go in life. Do you want to be rich? Do you want to be famous? Do you want to be happy? Do you want to be fulfilled? Do you want to be humble? Do you want to be loved? Do you want to be satisfied? You know what I mean? All these different verbs, all these or adjectives, I guess you could say. My grammar is terrible, but I feel like we're sold a lot of illusions about where we want to be. So the way we often take in life is defunct to begin with. Defunct meaning it doesn't work. But I think that like when the way is defunct, we end up giving up. We don't even complete whatever the way dictates of us. You know what I mean? Like we just kind of stop and stay where we're at. Remain. And that's cool for a lot of people. Not for me. That's just me. I think a lot of people reach where what their vision was at the end of the day. I don't know if that makes sense, but I think a lot of people reach where they want to go. Whether it was the original place that they wanted to go or some new settlement. I think it all depends on person to person and on circumstance, and to varying degrees people reach success. But being of the way is an embodiment. Being in the way is a negotiation. You feel me? Like when you're of the way, you embody the person that your vision is connected to. You're aligned in that sense. It's like you that's your North Star and you are a wayfinder going like you're locked in on that North Star and you're going to get to that destination no matter what. The way becomes obvious when you're embodying it because you already are it. The patterns, the themes in the navigation, the the keys in the navigation, the themes, keys, methods, patterns, they are easily perceived when you embody the way, when you are of the way. When you're in the way, you negotiate with the environment you're around, and you're often unsatisfied, dissatisfied with the results you produce. I think that makes sense. What am I trying to say? When you're in the way, you make excuses. You know, you're always bargaining for attention, you're always bargaining for visibility, for satisfaction, for validation, you know, and you make excuses when you're not given that, when you're not seeing that within you or around you. I think it's really around you. When you're in the way, you're often distracted by what's around you. You know what I mean? And you make excuses, and you also blame the stuff around you, not yourself, you know? And I think that's the cause of a lot of suffering. And I think really, like, excuses make you insufferable. I'm speaking from experience, bro. Like, whenever I made excuses for myself for why I didn't do what I was supposed to do, I hated the way I sounded, because I was like, you're not even making sense for real, because all you had to do was that one thing. You can't bring your willpower to do that one thing. No, you got to have 10 different reasons why it didn't happen. It's tiresome. Explanation is tiresome. You got to just do the thing. You know, my parents taught me a lot about that. Yeah, like, to be strong of the way is a dedication to the craft. Whatever you're doing, you know, whatever your journey is. But being strong isn't always flexing. That's what we are meant, that's what we're programmed to believe by mass media, or by the illusions given to us by media, you know? The flex is the show of strength. That's the proof you're strong. The flex is the product of all the hard work you've done. Strength is not the flexing. Strength is the consistency. Strength is showing up regardless, right? And consistency is unattractive. You know, only in movies is the hard work ever glamorous or romantic, even. You know what I mean? Like, when you watch Creed, right? The nigga's sprinting and dragging a car, or flipping a tire, or punching a nigga and getting punched in the face super damn hard. That's not fun. It's fulfilling for those actors, for an athlete even who actually does that shit. It's fulfilling. It's not really fun though. It looks like it is from the outside, because you can't do that thing yourself. Focus on yourself. Focus on what you can do, you know, and be consistent in that. This is for me as much as it is for whoever's listening, right? When you're in the way, you only ever stop yourself from reaching your authentic potential, that genuine potential within you, right? A lot of people search for potential in things not designed for their sustenance, but their ego. And the ego seeks separation. You are choosing things that are literally cutting you off from source, cutting you off from love, from appreciate, from gratitude, from God. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people search for potential in things not designed for their sustenance. And I think when the way is adhered to, when you're of the way, it is connecting you to higher forces that can sustain you, like God, like balance, like harmony, like justice, like love, like fairness, like faith, union with ideals, things that are forever. We are not forever, but ideas, higher forces are forever. And another way to say this, right? Stand for something or fall for anything. That rings true not only in politics, but in the practice of a fulfilling life. You feel me? And whatever that is for you, is the something. You know, we search for the means to get to this mysterious end that comprises our dream, our vision. But because a lot of us are in the way, we give up in the face of the resistance. You understand? The way, whatever it may be to you, keeps you focused on the vision you persistently return to. But it takes some knowing. It takes self-knowing, not knowing of the external and not knowing of subjects and topics, but knowing of identity, knowing of memory, knowing of story, your story, of mythos. How do you convey yourself? How do you express your truth? That is the way. Doesn't have to be art, doesn't have to be a career even. But the way gets you to where you got to be. Take the time to find your way. A lot of niggas are rushing to the same spot given to everybody. Money, new car, new house, fine woman, fine guy. Take the time to breathe, scope the landscape, and choose where you want to go. You feel me? If you've studied the terrain to the destination, the way becomes obvious. That doesn't mean the terrain isn't treacherous. It doesn't mean the destination is closer than it is. It's just that your steps are now known to you and you alone. And it's up to you to fulfill that journey. Yeah, man. Be of the way, not in the way. A lot of niggas are in their own way and end up ruining it for other people. It's a damn shame. I still don't really know if I'm of the way or in the way yet, to be honest. But I'm trying. And that's all I can really ask for. The way is mysterious, but your steps to adhere to it, your steps to be of it, that's clear, but not easy. But you can make that decision very easily. It just takes waking up one day at a time. It takes taking a step one day at a time. Doing the easy thing first. Making it so undeniable that you just have to get it done. Make that win. Take that win for yourself. Find that purpose in the day. Find that purpose in your goal. Find that purpose in the action you love to do. And the way will become clear every time. Yeah. That's really all I had to say today. But I thank you guys for watching. If you liked this and if you want to read some of my writing and my own methods, the examples of my own way, my blog, THE.MAZIST, is on Substack. There's a link to it in the description. I also got music Gold Maze, GLD Maze. Yeah, man. Yeah. Thank you. Bye.